Hello, church. Pastor Stump coming to you from the Fellowship Hall of Zion Blue Mountain United Church of Christ. And I'm making this video to kind of address with you the things we're doing, what we're paying attention to around the issues of the coronavirus occurring both in our world and here in our nation, and even as it approaches getting closer to our regional. I want you to know that we are proactive about this. We are taking steps both within our preschool and within our wider church facility, including worship and bingo, so that you know we're doing what we can and we're using common sense approaches to this that are recommended by the CDC and medical professionals. And we're also sharing information from our denomination. This Sunday when you come to worship, you'll see a bulletin insert from information given by the CDC through our denomination, and so that you can take it home and read that and catch up on information on it, what you can do for prevention, and what to do if you're not feeling well also. I want to encourage you, if you're not feeling well, don't go out. Stay at home until you know you're through whatever it is you have, or you've been to see a doctor. If you're not feeling well, go see a doctor. But especially of those who are more vulnerable with this flu, it seems to be the elderly people as well. If you're a little bit nervous about being around a group of people because of some conditions you have, or just general fear about this, we don't want to increase that anxiety by having you feel pressured to be amongst people when you're not ready to. It's okay to stay at home. We'll post information from church online. We're going to even try to make sure at least the sermon this week is online as well. Hopefully you'll be able to see it that way. Again, I'm sure you've heard this a million times. Wash your hands often. Try not to touch areas of your face unless you have to, especially if you haven't washed your hands in a while. If you're going to come to the church, wash your hands when you leave the house. Then wash your hands again when you get here to church. Then wash them while you're here. Heck, I don't mind if you even get up during worship to wash your hands or use a little hand sanitizer. And then on your way out, wash your hands again as well. We're also this week going to try something new. I'm definitely a person who likes to shake hands. I even enjoy hugs from time to time. We're not going to do that this week. Try and remember not to be offended by that. But this week, and I'll announce it again on Sunday, we're not going to shake hands at the end of service. We can maybe kind of pump our chests a little bit with our fists, or wave to each other, or give each other a thumbs up, but we're not going to shake hands this week. A little bit awkward for me as well, but I want to make sure I do that because I certainly don't want to be one helping spread this illness to those, especially those who are most vulnerable, or to anyone really. So know that we're doing those things, and there's going to be other information coming as well as it comes to us. We're not canceling church at this time. We have no intention of doing that. But if that becomes a recommendation from the CDC and it hits our area, we'll certainly take those precautions as well to keep everyone safe and to take care of our communal health. I want to point out one neat thing to you. The cross behind me, you may or may not be aware of. It's here in our fellowship hall where we have our bingo and dinners and all sorts of other events. It was actually made from a tree that was removed when this fellowship hall was built. I thought that was a really neat piece of information to share with you. You can take a look at it there and see how beautiful it is. And the altar behind me was made as part of a scout project as well. Really neat stories in all sorts of parts of this church throughout the building. And if I pan over this way a little bit, you're even going to see a basketball net over there. And I'm really hoping to see that get put to use here sometime soon. I'm sure it's been used in the past. Hasn't been used in the last few months that I know of, but I'm sure it will be soon, especially as we get the word out about that. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other by listening to the officials from the CDC and other sorts of information. We'll share what information we get with you after we vet it and make sure it's good information. Of course, we don't want to increase any unnecessary anxiety, but we do want people to know that this is a serious issue, especially for those who are elderly, and there are simple things we can do to help our community stay healthy and to kind of get through this time in our history. We'll talk to you later. Hope you're doing well. Be sure to continue to reach out to the church on Facebook and by checking in on our website as well. Take care, church.